We'll go to your coaching, Julian. You're talking about Ellie Pashley.
Yeah.
And how long have you been coaching her for? Like, because she's like quite high up. She's an Olympian.
Well, I met Ali working at the running store. She was working before me in 2011.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy because there's only like, I reckon she might have been the second employee of the store ever.
Oh, really? What were you?
Oh, I would have been 5 maybe.
5, yeah.
And she was a little party animal. She had like insane amounts of talent.
Yeah.
She would play netball. She'd go on trips. But then she would rock up and she could win any fun run around here pretty easily.
Yeah.
It frustrated me so much to see how much talent was in there and how little she wanted to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And I think she got sick of people telling her that. And it's almost like she was just resisting it and she would sort of just like revolt against it.
So how'd you convince her?
Well, in the end, I think she just settled down a little bit.
Yeah.
So 2016, she came to me and said, I want to run Melbourne Marathon. And I said, well, I don't, and she said, I want you to coach me. I'm like, I'm not coaching you if you're going to continue how you are, like going on, like just losing the plot. Like you got to do what I say. If I'm helping you, you're doing it properly. Yeah. And she committed to it.
Yeah.
And she was pretty good with it. And she got to Melbourne. I think she did really well at Melbourne. It was a terrible day, but she ran well, and then she got a taste for it. And then all of a sudden she transitioned her life into being a professional athlete.
Yeah.
She went to World Half Marathon Champs. What'd she do? She ran the World Champs at Doha. She went to the Olympics at Tokyo, and she was 19th place. I think one of our highest ever finishes at World Cross Country in Bathurst. So, yeah, she's been the best athlete I've coached.
Was she the first athlete you coached?
Nah, I coached a bit before that, and then I've coached a lot since. Yeah, and now I've like tapered that right down with how busy I am.
So when you started as a coach, how did you go about it?
Well, I've been coached by a few people myself at that point, and I spent a lot of time with Scott in the running store, and he had a very unique take on it all, and he influenced a lot of what I would do, and I had some really good success or results personally from following this specific way of training. Yeah, and no one else was really doing it at the time. So like, I just thought, hey, this will just be like, I'm going to take a bit from here and here and here, and developed a bit of my own philosophy on it. And then some people it worked really well. Others it didn't work that well. Yeah. It worked well for Ali. It works well for the endurance strength athletes, those that are quite good over the longer stuff. And yeah, just like I found like I enjoyed testing things. Yeah. And working with people that were equally driven, but
did you go about like the Ballarat way, the good old, the rough way? Yeah. What's your approach?
You know what became interesting with that is as soon as I started charging money, I felt like I couldn't be as honest or as harsh with someone. Yeah. Because all of a sudden they were now a customer rather than an athlete. Yeah. And that probably didn't help too much because I was like, this particular athlete, they're not really committing to it, or they've taken too many easy options out. But they're paying me, so they're a customer, so I don't want to be too like critical. Yeah. And they've got
don't want them hating it, because then they'll leave.
Yeah. That's right. And
all that progress that you've made would just be out the window. That's what would be frustrating, I reckon. Have you had that before? Because I look at footy and, you try and build up. Carlton, Michael Voss, for instance, like he was coaching, and then gets sacked, and then all that stuff you've built has gone. Or whatever, even though they're doing all right. But like there's times where like, you build it up, you get sacked, and then you have to start again. Yeah. Is it the same with running coaching?
I haven't had that, to be honest. I would put it more like if you're let's say you're a local footy coach. Yeah. Let's say you're coaching Anglesey. Yeah. And your team's made up of plumbers and shippies and like accountants and
Yeah.
insurance brokers, and they come to training on Thursday, and they're not. You're not seeing that much like
Effort.
Yeah, effort. And as the coach, you're like, well, should I give these blokes a rev up? They're not getting paid.
Yeah.
Like this isn't their job.
No.
Like I'm going to have a crack at them about not being committed when they've just worked 8 hours and they've got kids at home that they're leaving to do this. Like how much?
It's true.
How much license do I have to give them a fire up here?
It's true.
Whereas, so I don't know.
Yeah. And some people would receive it well. And others would either take offence and say, no, I'm not coming back.
100%. Whereas if you're an AFL coach, you have the license.
Absolutely.
These are professional athletes.
Absolutely.
You could. There's no questions there. But I reckon it's a bit different when you start to like look at rec athletes.
Yeah. You know, like this is their kind of volunteer time, their cop and spray.
100%. Yeah, like I'm playing. You're kind of playing for fun.
Yeah. Would there be like any runners that obsess over things as a general rule that you've noticed? Some runners,
absolutely.
What would that be? Like the main one, or some a few that like runners just always obsess over?
Volume. Weekly kilometers that they need to hit.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to go run 60K that week, then they're going to make sure they run 60K. Well, it doesn't really matter if you run 55K or 65. 60. It's just in their head they want to hit this number.
Just to tick it off.
Yeah. And then some, like mainly newer runners, will look at pace as a thing. They're like, I have to keep this run under 5 minutes a K. Otherwise, it's going to feel like I've let myself down.
Yeah.
Whereas it actually doesn't matter at all.
No.
Like in the scheme of things, the most important thing with running is being able to link runs together, that link weeks together, that link months together, that turn into years of running. And then maybe after a few years, that's when you start to perform the best that you'll perform.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. I see that constantly. It's the people that can link lots of running together consistently that creates results.
And if you obsess over like the Ks, and like, can that cause an issue?
Yeah, for
Definitely.
sure.
Like,
yeah.
would that be like one of the biggest mistakes that runners make?
100%. It's ignoring your body for something arbitrary like that. Like if you get to Sunday and you're on 50K for the week and you need, in your mind, it's 60 is what you need to hit.
You do 10.
Yeah, your body just goes, and you wake up Sunday and you're like, oh, don't feel this, like not feeling good.
Yeah.
You go and force it out.
Yeah, that's how you do injuries.
That next week will be 10K a week.
Yeah.
For the week, because you'll just be sore, injured, beat up, sick and tired. Yeah.
And it wouldn't be easy to get out of that obsession too, would it?
No, well, that's part of the runner. The typical runner is a very obsessive person.
Yeah.
And it's these little things that they do like fret over. It's really hard. And it takes a while. It's almost like a learned thing. You kind of have to do it for a while to learn the repercussions.
Yeah.
So a lot of marathon runners get better late into their 30s.
Yeah.
Just because they've become smarter.
Or is that why?
Yeah, smarter and stronger, more years of running, but also like they've made bad decisions, they've learnt from them, and so then all of a sudden they start to make good decisions, and they get faster.
Yeah. And if there was someone that wanted to run their first marathon, what was the first piece of advice you'd give them?
It doesn't have to be a marathon. The marathon's 42K. It's an absolute like challenge, and it's something that shouldn't be taken lightly, and it's not something that you should do without proper progressions. So most people get it wrong, and they go from sitting on the couch or finishing footy, I'm going to do a marathon, whereas they should go, I'm going to go and run a 10K first and train for that. Then I might think about a half marathon. And then down the track where my body can handle 30K training runs week after week, that's when I should consider a marathon. Yeah. So there's an obsession with the marathon as something that we all need to do. Yeah. But it shouldn't be looked at as the first thing you do as a runner. It should come as a reward for patient training before you get there.